Hello everyone and welcome to KG5 for the Glenorchy Under-11 v Sandy Bay Under-11 clash. We're very much looking forward to it, and the game is brought to you by our partners of the STJFL, the Glenorchy Football Club and Stornoway for road assessment management, road construction, road maintenance and road safety and many more. It's Andrew Silver Fox Hopwood in the main commentary tower, and I'm joined by Martin Duffy. Duff, this is a very exciting game. We're looking forward to bringing it to everyone out there.
Yeah, it's been a big build-up to this match. You've got the big strapping under 10 and 11 boys making up the numbers out here at KG5. And as you can see, Andrew, they are absolutely primed for this game.
Very much looking forward to it. Of course, a very big ground here at KG5, and quite wisely, the ground has been brought back to the dimensions that the under-11s can cope with as the game is now underway. Sandy Bay knocking it forward through the agency of Tay, but going back is Modrigan. Modrigan gets that right foot going, always looking to bringing someone into the play. Sandy Bay mopping it up. They go forward into the play. Modrigan's back there for Glenorchy, having an influence already. And a nice kick and marked by Smith. Smith goes directly down the centre of the ground, the fast way home. Very nice tap, well played there. Barling further afield to Goulet. Strong tackle there. Well played by Gunn for Glenorchy. That's Hill. Sandy Bay getting it further down now. Leading out is Lawrence. Lawrence quickly onto the boot. Good tackle. Very keen in the early stages of this game, just feeling their way out. Good conditions for footy. It is the Maggies through Oster. Oster is dispossessed now. Ball is close to the line. Trying to get a kick out. They can't do so. Very tough in there. Well, I'm glad I'm up in the tower and not down where these big fellas are playing as the ball goes toward the goal, and there is our first score for the game. Nicely worked there by the Bay.
Yep, one behind the Sandy Bay there. So they're on the, they'll just relieve a little bit of the nerves, won't it, just to get that first score on the board there, Hoppy.
Yeah, very much so, and it was a lovely kick there by Synonym. Gets it further to that half-back flank, going towards the wing. These lads are very fit. We know they had a big pre-season, and they were very much itching to get out there.
Of course, the disappointing thing is that they're coming into the finals soon. Well, I don't think these boys actually play finals, but there's only a few games to go. So it's a shortened season, but aren't we lucky to be playing football in Tasmania?
Well, the reality is, quite right, Duff, that so many other states aren't playing at all. So we're so thrilled via the STJFL that we're able to get these young fellas, the young boys and the girls, of course, nearly 3,500, 4,000 of them playing each week, not only for their physical but their mental health. Yes. So it's wonderful to have them playing. So as you quite rightly said, Duff, the under-11s are drawing to their conclusion, and the finals are just around the corner for the youth age, which is from under 13 through to under 18. So Sandy Bay, Big William Goulet hands that one back. A strong tackle, well played there by Synonym. He's got a big barrel chest, Duff, hasn't he? And he looks like a fullback, no doubt about that.
Oh, Big Cooper, yes. Primarily put down there at fullback, and he just goes over to that position. That's wonderful coaching, and he's probably remembered what coach, what have we got? Bobby Matters is the coach of Glenorchy.
Well, it's fascinating to see Bobby Matters. He's been coaching out there, I think, for near on 50 years. Bobby.
No, hang on, it's 42.
42, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a cracker. I came up against Bobby in 2007, 8 and 9. He coached a team that I went up against every other week there, Duff.
Right.
Very nice fella is Bobby.
Loves his footy, Bobby. Of course, one of the assistants out there today is young Joel Berry. He's on the whistle down there. He's got the hat on.
Yep.
He's the umpire. Does a mountain of work out here at the Glenorchy Junior Footy Club.
Certainly does. So, perfect conditions and a ball up. As there is the David and Goliath as Goulet took on Modrigan, and
yeah.
As expected, Goulet gets the tap, but he takes the game on, doesn't he, young Caleb Modrigan?
Yeah, he's actually an under-10 player, playing under 11s today, and also has a bit of a run around the under-13 sometimes, a very talented young boy. As we can just see the players here just finding their way at the moment. There's a lot of nerves, so we expect it to be a little bit scrappy like it is at the moment, but I expect this match to open up, Hoppy.
Yeah, well, everyone wants to get their hands on the old onion early, don't they, just to relieve that pressure, get a kick, as it's well picked up by Gunn. Under enormous pressure now, and they finally get it towards Modron, and he clears that last line of defence. But backing back is Charles Hill, taking a very strong mark. Hill, you can see, he's a long way out, but he's a beautiful long raking kick. He goes very long in towards the pocket, lead by William Goulet. There is Brocklehurst, goes back in to try again. They've got the numbers to the Bay as they screw towards goal, and I think that's the first one on the board. It's a very nice snap there, Duff.
Yeah, under a lot of pressure. I think it's just what they call forward pressure. They had the ball down there for the majority of this quarter. And finally, Sandy Bay have snapped one, and they're on the board, 1-1-7. Glenorchy yet to score.
Yeah, it was weight and numbers, wasn't it? It was all but a raffle. And be able to screw that all over the left-hand shoulder and put it through for a major. So nicely played by the Bay as they just check on the Jackson Motor Car Company scoreboard. They are 1-1-7 to Glenorchy yet to score, but certainly Glenorchy have had plenty of the ball, just haven't quite had it down in their 50. But they seem to move it quickly, don't they, Duff? As we see here through Modrigan. He picks it up and he runs, and they are now going deep. Oh, good effort there by Blackaby. Got his dukes to the ball. There's Tay trying to push their way forward, and has seen that one go across the line. Yeah,
this will be an interesting game to see how it unfolds. We've got the bigger bodies, I think, of Sandy Bay.
Very much so, Duff.
Yep.
Well observed.
Yes, we've got Big Tay, we've got Brocklehurst. Look around in all the pivot positions there. Great coaching, of course, by Martin Grubb. He's got them in the right positions, right down the spine. Where we look across to Glenorchy, they've got some fleet-footed players. So it'll be very interesting to see how this game unwinds.
You're quite right, as Melky had a shot for goal. So there'll be two different passages of play, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Because we went down, well, I had a look myself. I know you were busy. But I went and had a look at Martin Grubb during the week. Right. And he had them very much playing in your Lee Matthews circa 2001-2-3 of Brisbane, where he had the tall timber in the key positions,
like this.
And they went directly down the line.
Yeah, like Big Maxi Fulsang just coming out as full back there.
Very much so. And I saw Bobby Matters, and he just switched the play. I went out to KG. He said, fellas, don't kick to a pack. They're big. We've got to take the game on and take the blinkers off and go wide and run the...
It looks like they're taking that instruction already as they've got a little kick on goal here.
Yeah, it was Ford Wolf who goes down, and he found the lead of Modrigan, who just slipped behind the defence. And that's the sort of thing we just alluded to, Duff. They don't try and kick to packs. They try and kick to the open space, to the fleet-footed Magpies. And you can see Modrigan, he saw the space. He owned it. He went back and took a very nice mark.
Well, he's gone the banana just across the face there. Bad luck, but yes. I think that's going to be the state of play. Switch the ball quickly. Don't kick to those big packs of Sandy Bay and give yourself the best chance of winning this match. But it's not all about winning, is it, Hoppy? Although we do have the scores on there, we don't really glance too much at the scores.
No, it's just about getting out and enjoying the caper and learning a little bit about the game, which will set you up for your football future. But certainly getting your hands on the footy, being with your friends, and learning how to play the game properly. And they're in very good hands with coaches Grubb and Matters as Glenorchy go further afield. Maxi Fulsang's down there. He's a dour defender.
Yeah.
And went the punch. Safety for the line first and has put that one out. So Scotty Milkey is up against William Goulet. They're two big fellas. Well played. That was Lawson for the Bay. But just getting a check on Modrigan here, Duff. Yep. How many possessions is that?
That's 5 coming up. So we'll keep a little tab on that.
Modrigan, he's been very prominent early. Just having a second shot now.
I was talking to him before the game, and he walked in with a footy. He said, see this footy? This is the footy we're going to use out in the game. He brings his own football to the game, as you can see.
No doubt about that. He's a very talented young man as Ford Wolf rushes out, trying to tap it to his own advantage. He's beset by a couple of Bay players, and they hold that one up just to steady the game down, and it'll be another ball up. So lovely conditions for football here at KG5. Nice tap there by Melky. Gets it out towards Smith, but there's been a bit of an infringement. I think it was close to the line, so the ball up again.
And doing the right thing here, the umpire here. One of the volunteers just bringing the ball back towards the centre of the ground. Hopefully the boys can clear the ball here this time.
So that's Brocklehurst really fighting hard at the bottom of the pack there. It's not going to go out, and another ball up. It's very tough in there, Duff, in the clinches.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a stale match, this match at the moment. Players still finding their way.
Good tap out. That's Blackaby underneath the pack for Glenorchy. That's where he likes the game to be played, Duff, below the knees, because he only comes up to the kneecaps of a lot of the Sandy Bay players. As dispossessed and now arching the back, that's Maxi Fulsang.
Yes.
Lovely kick out. Going back was Wilson. Couldn't quite take it, but gee, this is lovely play by one of the gun boys. That's Brocky Gun. Gets it further afield, and strong mark.
You'd nearly ball that one up, wouldn't you? No, Manning front by the looks of it.
Yeah, so that's Brocklehurst. Brocklehurst goes long kick, further out wide. Plenty of space here at KG5, although the ground has been bored in. Bouncing once, twice, going towards the goals.
Bad luck.
And over it goes. And just to make it clear too, Duff, that goal kicker before was young Finn O'Meara for the Bay. He put a nice kick through. We didn't mention that, and my apologies for that. So a good goal there to O'Meara. He's looking dangerous too down in the offensive area for the Bay as Goulet snaps that towards the goal. And the big man has plucked that one out of the ruck and put through the second goal for the Bay. Nice work by William Goulet. As we might have a look at that on the Mood Food replay. You can see he went the tap. The ball was in dispute. Matthew Cruz alike, he came in, picked it up and snapped it. He did the ruck roving and put it through for a goal. So nicely played there by Sandy Bay and William Goulet. As we check on the Jackson Motor Car Company scoreboard, it reads Glenorchy. They are one behind with a couple of very good forays forward to Sandy Bay 2-1-13. As Modrigan, the diminutive rover, he decided to go up for the tap and then he followed his good work. He's always looking to bring some of his teammates into the game. He looks one way, he's evading that tackle. Now he goes back into space, back towards the true centre-half forward position, looking for the leading Logan Smith. But it is Fulsang who chips in. Done a nice job down there. Well done by Charlie Hill. Strong tackle. That ball's in dispute. And I think it might have been in the back, and it's exactly how the umpire has seen it. And very brave play there by Jet Ford. Ford, iridescent boots, just goes very, very long in towards the square. Brocklehurst stops that one. Brock Gun is there, one of the gun boys. It's back towards the centre-half back position. Good tackling there by the Bay. They do that very nicely. They help each other out, end over end. James Barling has let out the forward player, and a nice mark there by O'Meara. He'll go back here, Duff. It's a fair way up, but he's got a very, very good kick on him.
He's got a bit of strut about himself, hasn't he? He's a very confident young boy. Definitely a centre-half forward in the making, this young O'Meara. Now he's going to kick from about 30 metres out. Probably a little bit too far out, surely.
Big, long kick. It does reach the teeth of goal. Down there, leading out, Sandy Bay. It is Goulet, and in dispute, been held, and a good tackle there. Well done by the Glenorchy defence. And relieving the pressure is Joshua Wilson. Wilson looking for his teammate there in Synonym. Assisting out is Ford. Brocklehurst on the tackle. They evade that very nicely. Well done by Lachlan Gunn. But Sandy Bay are returning this with interest. Here it goes again, over the ball. Giannis is at the bottom there for Sandy Bay. He can't quite get the Dukes on it, as that one's gone very, very wide and over the line and on the full. So a free kick will come back here. it is the Lions. Just about to have a shot. They're looking to go close to the goals.
Oh, gee. Good attempt at a goal there at a very tight angle.
Yeah, very, very tight, and just a minor score. So Sandy Bay, again, they're doing all the scoring here at the moment. They move on to 2-2-14 to Glenorchy, one behind, but very, very even game, Duff.
Yes, very even in general play. It's been down to Sandy Bay's end a little bit more, but the defence of Glenorchy has been standing up, and I think Coach Bobby Matters will be very happy at the moment.
Yeah, very stoic defending, and I think Coach Matters will just amplify the fact that he wants them to pursue that style of play, but that when they get it, is not actually to kick it to someone as such, but just kick it to that open space and let the fleet-footed boys do their hard running. As coming through was Lockie Gunn. He was dispossessed there. I think that might have been Giannis again.
Oh,
and a strong mark.
Lovely.
And very unfortunately, Duff, I'm not sure who this player is. We haven't got 36 recorded on our team sheet, so he's going to go back and have a crack for goal, as he's got a couple of very, very good possessions, but it has been tapped through and one behind. Just waiting on that signal for confirmation.
Quarter time.
And it is quarter time. That was the siren. So here at KG5, it is Sandy Bay 2-2-14 to Glenorchy, one behind. So very even game at Sandy Bay. Goal kickers were Finn O'Meara and William Goulet. And for Glenorchy, they had a number of shots. In fact, Caleb Modrigan had a couple. One was stopped just on the line, and the other went the check side and just didn't quite get through the big sticks. But it's been very even in play. I've liked the strong work there by Brocklehurst. Also down back has been Fulsang, and they've got the big targets up down at full forward. William Goulet looks a very good, likely fella, and Finn O'Meara. The gun lads, Milky for Glenorchy, Batchelor's got a bit of it. So a very good even spread across with both teams. So we're expecting this one to tighten up. Probably favoured the Sandy Bay end, that very light breeze. So it'll be interesting to see how it then transpires in this second quarter. So umpire Berry, he's just checking that everyone's in the right position. Yep, I think he's pretty happy with that. And it is Zeman who is in the ruck for Sandy Bay.
And Hoppy, I'm just going to step out of the commentary box just for a moment. Number 36, we'll get a name on that young lad, and I'll be back in a second.
So now, just waiting for everything to be in readiness. Fantastic calibre of game here in the under-11s. So it'll be in 2 years' time that these young fellas will play finals football. So finals goes from under 13 through to 18, and prior to that we play the normal season. And as we said, because of the COVID, it's been great to see the young fellas get out and strut their stuff, especially on this big ground here at KG5 Park. Fulsang evades one, gets it forward, and a nice mark is taken by Hill. Hill looking further afield, drop punts it towards the true centre half forward position, but going back is Modrigan, taking a very good mark. Modrigan trying to look to spread the ball. He goes down the line, and almost a good mark there by Milky. Couldn't quite bring it in. He's got plenty of assistance. That was Synonym. Goes further afield. Blackaby's there for Glenorchy, but it's a good work by the Bay. Ends up back towards Brocklehurst, and Bede Brocklehurst has a bit of a snap on goal and through for the minor score. You can hear in the effects microphone there's a lot of excitement here, good enthusiasm, good support by mums, dads, grandparents, and enthusiastic club members to support their teams, and it's wonderful to see them all here. Here's Glenorchy working hard, trying to get themselves back into this game. Milky, he's got a good leap on him, runs very hard, Abbott at centre half back, goes towards Hill, gets it down into his forward zone, but Modrigan is there, takes a bounce, and another one. Oh, this one that's got away from him. That's because it's very hard here at KG5. That one bounced over his back. It was Zeman, then Abbott, Fulsang. Back there is Wilson. Wilson picks it up. End-on-end stuff. Leading forward is Carmack. Now here's Jet Ford. But there is O'Meara in the last line of defence, looking for Barling. Gets it further afield out towards the wing. Whistle on play. And it's going to be a kick here to Glenorchy. Glenorchy go towards the true centre half forward position. And Modrigan has made a good position. He tries to encourage the forwards to lead at him. Goes a low kick and a good smother there. Good defensive work there by Sandy Bay. Tay there for the Bay. Goes towards the line. Bit of a don't argue by Zeman. He's dispossessed by a very determined Noster. It's close towards the line and ball up will ensue. So you can see there that was great tackling. Good defensive skills there by Glenorchy, and that's always a feature of Coach Matters. He works very hard on the defensive side of the footy. Once they get that right, then he sort of turns over to the offensive line. Sammy Lawson's there for the Bay. Comes out towards Maxi Fulsang. Big, long kick. He was looking for Brocklehurst, who got the kick in. Goes further afield. Giannis is there. But backing back is Lockie Gunn. Well played by Gunn of Glenorchy. Snap over the shoulder. Leading hard again is Modrigan. He's normally pretty good below his knees. He goes one bounce, two bounces, three bounces. Goes the handball. Looks to bring his teammate in. Hooks over the shoulder. Bit of an opportunity here, but Sandy Bay playing the goalkeeper role. That was Hamish Tay. Goes in towards centre half forward, and Brocklehurst comes out and takes a nice strong mark. Brocklehurst getting off the mark. Goes for that long kick. You know, they got the height down there as Hill. Hill quickly. He tries to get around Blackaby. He can't do so. Well played by Glenorchy defence as Batchelor backs up. Now they're on the run. Milky evades one, goes the second one, goes the inside-out kick, and this is much better build-up by Wilson.
Oh, they're up and about now, the Pies, aren't they?
Yes, that was a good build-up.
What do you think Bobby said at quarter time?
Oh, he went down there, was very calm. He just sort of said, I don't want you to go towards those packs. You've got to go further field and give our runners an opportunity. They haven't quite done that, but when they do that, they look very dangerous as Ford Wolf goes back indoors, but backing back is Barling. Barling goes further afield, bounces off the chest of Abbott, handball. But it was good skills to recover there, Duff.
Lovely handball under pressure, Andrew.
So Fulsang now gets it. Fulsang back in towards the centre of the play. Now they're starting to move the ball quickly as Zeman's there, intercepted by Blackaby, and Milky. Long raking kick, but they seemingly have all the answers when they get to that centre half forward position. That's where it's problematic for the Magpies, Duff. Yeah,
you're right there. I'll tell you, one of the players there, number 49, Max Fulsang, he reminds me of that player on-baller with Collingwood, Pendlebury. Got a lot of time, a lot of grace about his football, but you're right. The Pies just getting it down over half forward, but can't quite get it right down to give themselves a good chance to get their first goal on the board.
I think that's where Coach Matters is probably asking them to just roll the dice slightly and maybe have that extra bounce and run it towards the centre half forward. Then they can get a deeper entry. So it'll be interesting to see if they can follow those instructions as Fulsang goes on the left side of his body, and they're really moving the ball nicely, the Bay, as... here is our mystery man, Duff. How did you go there?
No, good actually. I went down towards the huddle and was going to speak to the coach, Martin Grubb, but I saw the canteen and I got a little bit distracted. But we'll just call him number 36 for now.
Okay, so that's number 36. We'll call McClure because it was a very good player. Number 36, centre half forward for Carlton was Mark McClure, and he runs a little bit like him. So we'll go with that at the moment.
So one behind there to Sandy Bay, 2-5-17. Glenorchy yet to bring up that first goal, still on one behind.
So Glenorchy, as per instructions, go wide. Scotty Milky's there and dispossessed by Angus Zeman. Good contest and another ball up. I was just saying before, Duff, it's a good crowd, very enthusiastic, and it's wonderful. Really good spirits around this game.
Yeah, good feeling to it. Both these teams are a couple of the strongest sides that get around in the under-11. Some very talented young boys. As we said, the very, very tall, strong team from Sandy Bay versus the very fleet-footed Glenorchy Magpies.
Yes. Fascinating to watch the two different styles of play. As well played there by Ford Wolf. Oh, I have to say that's the first time I've ever heard of that name, Ford Wolf.
Yep.
You, Duff?
No, I haven't.
So young Noah Ford Wolf. That's I think the most common name I've ever come across in the STJFL, it would be Triffett.
Yes, lots of up the New Norfolk way there, Andrew.
It's in your work around where, if you look across here, a good spread, but Ford Wolf. Haven't come across that one, so... Here we go. Fulsang goes on that left foot.
Lovely.
I think what he did there, that was a very clever play by Maxi Fulsang. He put this on the outside of his foot, Duff.
Yep.
So he saw the lead come, and that one has gone through. I think McClure's got a goal, and McClure is playing a very nice game down there for Sandy Bay, and he's got that goal, and well played, and Sandy Bay. That's the third goal for them, so they are doing a very nice job. Doesn't quite reflect the game in one way, in that Glenorchy has been in it up to their ears, but Sandy Bay have just had the polish when the ball gets deep into their forward line.
And it's a little bit like your team that you go for in the AFL, Andrew. Carlton, they're always in the match, but not quite on the scoreboard.
Oh, very much so. They turn the ball over around the 50, and this is potentially about the position where Sandy Bay have actually got it. But have a look at this fleet-footed Logan Smith pick it up and burn towards. He's got the after. He's spinning one way, goes the other. He goes on towards his strongest side. But Sandy Bay seemingly have all the answers at the moment as they go towards the safety of the line. And it is out of bounds now, and it will be another ball up. As we wait for the umpire to throw it aloft. Well played. Good tap out there by Modrigan. Here's a big opportunity for the Maggies. And I tell you what, I think that has gone through from Noah Ford Wolf. We'll have a look at that on the Mood Food replay. There he was. Brilliant pickup. We can see there it's gone toward the goal, and as the vagaries of that oval ball, it's run true, and Noah Ford Wolf has put that one through for a hard-earned goal for the Magpies. Well played by them as they get the rewards for their hard efforts in this game. They are on to 117 to 3-5-23 for the rampaging Sandy Bay Lions, but that'll really inject some confidence into this Magpie outfit. And here they go again. This is Oster. Oster goes directly down towards the goals, but taking a strong mark there is James Barling. Brilliant mark by Barling. He looks towards Fulsang. We know he's going to play on. He always looks to move the ball quickly. As Brocklehurst comes out, he's being dispossessed on this particular occasion as Modrigan receives the handball. Going long in towards that forward zone. They need the small in and unders now. And this is where they are, but Sandy Bay dispossessed. Modrigan picks it up, tries to evade, gets the handball back indoors. Well played again by the Magpies. Look at the determination here by the defenders of Sandy Bay. Goes back into that area of danger as far as Glenorchy is concerned. Picking it up now deep into attack. And they've got a mark, and they're going to have a shot on goal. That was a very, very clever mark taken by Jet Ford. And Ford now going back. Let's have a look at the kicking style. Drop punt, swinging back, and it didn't quite make it. Luck is a fortune as Camrick is there. Couldn't quite get the kick off before he's been dispossessed by Barling. But they're going again. through Malecki, deep into the attack. Here is Modrigan. Modrigan picks it up, and he has put that one through. And I tell you what, the Magpies are really mounting an assault on this game as we have a look at the Mood Food replay. When it came towards the front and centre, it was Caleb Modrigan who was down there, who reaped the reward and has put that one through. And they are really on the march, are the Magpies. They now move on to 2-1-13, trailing Sandy Bay 3-5-23, but it's really made this game very, very interesting deep in towards this second quarter of STJFL football. Of course, the game is brought to us by the Glenorchy Football Club and Stornoway for all your road assessment management, road construction, road maintenance, water design, construction, operation and safety on the roads. Stornoway, get in contact with Camille O'Meara there, and they'll be able to help you out. Logan Smith, he picks it up, dispossessed. Here they come again, are the Magpies. A clever handball. Tried to go in front was Brock Gunn, and they are really on the march now, are the Magpies, as they have forced that one through for another minor score. And I think half-time can't come quick enough for the Bay. They can just stop, maybe reassess as Brock Gunn goes back in towards those goals again. Camerick further afield. Got to be careful when Modrigan is sniffing around there, because he'll try and quickly turn as Goulet picks it up. Gets that handball out, and for the moment they are able to relieve that pressure. Sinman comes in and to the leading Modrigan, and Modrigan is going to go back and he's going to take his time, and he looks like he's pretty confident, and he's going to have a shot on the goal. As we can see here on the replay, playing in front, and that's where a good forward should be, but again kicking into space. Modrigan, long raking kick, it goes close, and it has just gone over the top of William Goulet, who is the tallest player on the field, and that's the second goal for Caleb Modrigan in this quarter, and Glenorchy's third, and that has really tightened this game up as Glenorchy, as we check the Jackson Motor Car Company scoreboard. The Maggies, they are 3-2-20 to Sandy Bay 3-5-23. Well, very interesting game here now at KG5. The screws have been turned. It's been all Glenorchy in this latter part of the second quarter. As resolute as the defence has been for Sandy Bay, just one or two little cracks have formed, and like water running through it, they have found a way, Glenorchy, to get themselves back into this game. So here is Modrigan. Goes the handball to a running Mielke. He picks that one up. He's normally a long raking kick. They've got the bit between their teeth at the moment, have the Magpies, as Wilson picks it up. Wilson screws back towards the goals, but just went to the side. And there is the siren. It is gone. It's half time here at KG5. And a really good comeback there by the Magpies, as their goal kickers were Caleb Modrigan 2, Noah Ford Wolf with the singles, and for the visitors Sandy Bay it is Finn O'Meara, Will Goulet and McClure with singles. So very entertaining game. Very entertaining game, as we're just going to take a short break here, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back with the second half just in a few moments.
And so welcome back to the third quarter. Gee, what a great second half of that second quarter by Glenorchy. Right back into this match, 3-3-21, the Bay 3-5-23, Andrew. Yeah, no, very entertaining game. And I went down to the huddle and had a little listen to the coaches, and Bobby Matters was just absolutely thrilled with his charges there, the way they came back. And
coach Grubb was very encouraging. He said, look, fellas, we did all the right things. We were very stoic in defence. I like the way you went about it. And the other thing, I went down and just had a bit of a chat, was just to confirm Mark McClure, number 36. And in fact, it isn't Mark McClure, it is Stacey Grubb.
Right.
Who is number 36. And the other fellow that's done a good job, Duff, is number 16, Alex Clark for the Bay. So
right.
Both those players, we got the confirmation. There was just a little bit of confusion in the sheets, but both Grubb and Clark are playing very nice games for the Bay. So now we are back within this second half as Mielke. Long kick, and I tell you what, Glenorchy have started where they left off, and Jet Ford put the afterburners on and has put it through for a goal. And I tell you what, they are absolutely thrilled with their performance on this kick. A quick kick out of the pack. Did the right thing there was Stacey Grubb, playing in front up, but owning the space behind was young Jet Ford. Took a very clever mark.
Gee, and look at the body language now of the Sandy Bay players. They're actually looking at each other saying, what's going on out here, fellas? We had this game, we were 3 goals up, but Glenorchy have kicked, the last 4 of the match and really turned this game on its head. And I tell you what, they remind me very much of my AFL team, St Kilda. They play in bursts, they run the ball very quickly. They're a very good football side.
Yeah, but you can see that chaos ball. They've got to, once that ball gets in quickly, that's when Glenorchy look very, very dangerous as the Bay determined in their attack on the footy. Only to be going as far as Lockie Gunn gets it further afield to Mielke. He's been very good on ball. He's a good athlete, does the junior athletics, and you can see it. And he just moves well, doesn't he?
He does, and he's wearing the famous number 32 of a certain Glenorchy player, probably the best player in the TSL the last 10 years.
Wow.
Who's that? Jay Bowden, number 32 for Glenorchy.
Very much so.
I know my players, don't worry about that. As here goes the Bay.
The Bay inside 50 again as Giannis. He's dispossessed by weight of numbers. We can see there that Modrigan has gone down back. He'll play that sweeper role, trying to link up with some teammates. Very close game now as Glenorchy came from the clouds. Sandy Bay kicked the first 3 and then all of a sudden Glenorchy have kicked the next 4. So going in bursts is arching the back. That was brilliantly played by Blackaby. Gets the kick out towards the wing position. Sandy Bay are there in numbers, but good tackling by a resurgent Magpies outfit. Brocklehurst back in towards the centre half forward position. Picking it up is Hill. Hill back in, but Modrigan running back under pressure from Giannis. He just takes the game on.
Poise.
Gets it handball out towards Turley. He's been dispossessed. Here come the Bay. Pushing, shoving, as you do in footy.
Big Turley's in there.
There's Mielke. Can't get it out. Well played by the Bay. But backing back is Modrigan.
Yep, and just looking at the stats very quickly, that's 16 possessions already, 12 kicks, 4 handballs.
Yeah, always looking to bring people into the game. That's well played by O'Meara. Brocklehurst now, long, raking kick. Not a lot of system in that kick. They're sort of hoping that the big fellas will take it. You can see the creative running of Modrigan, dispossessed by Hill. It's going to come back with interest, but goes out of bounds. And Glenorchy, not sure if they'll take that kick, Duff, or it's bounced first. So I think it has. And
Umpire Berry
will take possession and have a ball up.
How's he going, Umpire Berry? Seems to be a man in control out there at the moment.
Oh, the umpires have been terrific. Total control of the game, giving good guidance to the players, which is what we want, especially at this age. Sandy Bay.
Here we go.
Long, raking kick, but that one has been stretched to that side of the goalpost and through for the minor score.
Interesting, the little footy, what is it, size 3, I think, for this age group. Bounces at all angles sometimes, doesn't it? Hits the ground and goes bang at any angle.
Yeah, it's a little bit lighter and synthetic. They move up to the leather ball in those youth age divisions from under 13 on.
It's a great play there by the Glenorchy boys. just getting the chain of handballs going, but the defence, also I should say the forward pressure here by Sandy Bay has been immense. Can the Bay get another goal on the board as the rush kick comes out, and that's out in the full?
Yeah, that was Brocklehurst tried to push that one towards the goals. He's always looking to feed it across to someone in better position. Was Bede Brocklehurst, but just clipped the outside because that was the pressure by Modrigan that was put on him there.
Yep.
And he will relieve with the kick.
Beautiful drop punt, hasn't he?
Very much so, getting plenty of distance. Here is Scotty Mielke. You know, you go back around and look to go long. Great spoil there by Amir. He's been terrific either down forward or back. It's an opportunity, goes towards the line and out of bounds. So it's pretty even in this quarter. Glenorchy, of course, have got that early goal, but we know that they've got plenty of big guns, Sandy Bay, and they can score quickly.
Yes. Tell you what, I like what they've done with the ground here. They've reduced the size of the ground. I mean, it's a massive oval. It's bigger than the MCG out here at KG5, but it's a good sized ground for these boys, and that's why we're seeing some good footy as here goes the Pies. Yep.
So Smith gets it back to Mielke, and playing in front again is Jet Ford, and he has taken a strong mark. He just knows where the fall of the ball is going to be. He goes the drop punt, and he has put that one through for his second. And Glenorchy have now increased their lead, Duff.
5 goals in a row to the Magpies. Look at this for a really good kick on goal. Straight in front, but they're easy to miss, but he made it look easy. There's some talented boys out here today, very impressed by the footy. And you're right, they are up and about, and Sandy Bay have the handbrake on at the moment.
Yeah, how many times do we see this happen where teams go in bursts? You know,
confidence. You get the confidence, you can do anything in sport, Andrew.
Yeah, back in the day when you and I used to rush around Duff, you didn't see it quite so much with teams going in bursts, did you? You either see one team dominate or not. But nowadays, you can be 4 or 5 goals down and it doesn't matter. Teams can come back from anywhere once they get that confidence boost. As you can see here, Modrigan picked it up. He casually goes the bounce and gets the long kick to the leading players as Brock Gunn is leading out, but going back is Finn O'Meara. I've liked his work at centre half back.
Well, we know that his mother was a fantastic junior footballer back in her day, and of course, young O'Meara out here for Sandy Bay now. He comes from very good stock, Andrew.
He does, and he's got that bit of work happening on the toop, Duff.
Oh, yeah, he's a slick-looking customer. Don't worry about that. Got very good skills. Kicked that first goal of the match.
I like it how Coach Grubb is certainly moving all the players around as coach matters, and that's what you want to see in the junior rank stuff, isn't it?
Playing different ends of the ground.
You've got to.
Yeah.
I mean, it is part and parcel of the rules of the STJFL that the boys and the girls have got to play in all areas of the game.
It's good to share it around and get a feeling for what it's like to play down back or play on ball. I mean, some players are suited to different areas, but you can work all that out when you get up to the youth age.
That's right. So here is Brocklehurst, very strong in the body. Hill tries to go forward now, but a resurgent Magpies there, growing in confidence and in stature. But the Bay pick this one up. Now's the chance. They go back inside.
Oh, nice.
Well played by Chester. So they're running towards these goals and running back and just getting a hand on the ball.
Yep.
Was Caleb Modrigan. That was good defensive work by him.
And he's away again, Modrigan. As we said, he brings his own footy. This is his own ball. He said to the umpires before the match, we're going to play with this one because it's my favourite footy and I'm going to get the most kicks out here today. And just looking down, he's up to 19 possessions already, Modrigan.
Sandy Bay tapping it end over end. Well played. Excellent work there by Barling. Only goes as far as Gunn. As we can see, there is the maestro.
Bobby.
Coach Matters.
He signed a contract out here, an extension contract. I think he's into his 4th year of a 5-year contract at the moment. I'm sure that will be reviewed at the end of this year. And they just say, look, Bobby, let's just go for another 10 years. Yeah, well, when you're on a sure thing, why not stick with it? It's great to see, isn't it? Not too many fellas coach their
kids, then their grandkids and their great-grandkids, Duff.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of fella Bobby Matters is. He, wonderful clubman. As Modrigan picks that one up. Every time he gets the ball, he looks very graceful with the ball, doesn't he?
He does. He's got a lot of time about himself. Very talented young boy. Tell you what, though, it's across the field here today. The talent is immense.
Brocklehurst, very good at centre-half back. Chipping in now is Ford Wolf. Oh, that was clever play. Comes back towards Wilson. Gets it in towards the goal kicker there in Ford. On this particular occasion, Jet Ford can't take the mark, and it has gone through for the minor score. So with 11 minutes gone in the third quarter, it is Glenorchy with a 9-point lead. Playing some good football here. Milky goes back in. Here is Fulsang. He's a real dasher.
Yeah.
He tries to go back in again. He can't pick it up. He soccers that one off the ground. Unfortunately, I think he's been pinged for that one, Duff, because you're not allowed to soccer it off. Whether that was with any great intent or not, I don't think it was, but they're the rules.
He's got good pace for a big man, hasn't he?
Very much so.
Yeah, big future in football.
And that flowing blonde hair, you notice every time he gets the onion, don't you? So that was a good possession. That was Oliver Lawrence there for the Bay with Cade Blackerby.
I can see young fools saying you'll have the headband on soon. When they get to about under 13s, they start wearing the headband, making sure they're really looking the part.
Arching the back. Well played by Ford Wolf. He goes back in again, trying to keep the ball in front of him. Batchelor. Batchelor goes again. Close to the line. Leading out. In fact, it has gone over. And under the ball up.
Lovely day out here. KG5, almost perfect conditions. Spring is here. And as we head towards finals footy in the AFL and the STJFL. I love this time of year, Andrew.
Yeah, I have to say, Duff, I don't mind coming out of winter when the days get a little bit longer. As Gunn goes long, it is a kick back towards the goal, and I think it's just hit the post. Gee, that was creative work from the Magpies. You can see the old head in hands. Just thought that might have gone through, but it certainly didn't, as O'Meara, big, strong barrel of a kick back through the centre of the ground. That's the shortest way home. They knew that there was only a couple of minutes left, so smart play by Fiona O'Meara. Gets it towards Fulsang, dispossessed by Batchelor, goes back to try and get it again. Goes the don't argue this time. Charles Hill. They've got to take it away from Modrigan because he's just sort of playing slightly loose across half back.
Yeah, he's playing that sweeper role, isn't he?
As Fulsang just decides to slow it down. This is what they need to do, Duff. Is just change it up slightly. Change the angle of the ball coming inside their 50 as O'Meara gets it.
Oh, he's a good
Here's a good play. Go the shorter one to try and get it over the top of Modrigan, but Modrigan was a wake-up to that as he ran that ball out to a leading Oster. Oster picks it up, but a strong tackle there by Tay. And it's going to be a ball up. He's been encouraged to try and keep handball. Isn't it good to have the umpires come in and have that discussion, Duff?
Yeah, no, it's good.
For this age group.
Playing the coaching role as well out there, the umpires, and that's a great little mark. And, gee, this should be another goal here to Glenorchy, and this will make it really difficult for Sandy Bay as we're heading to three-quarter time. Now, just take your time there, son. Oh, he's just kicked it there for a behind. I would have liked to have seen him just take his time and maybe
have a look here, I think.
A little bit.
You know what he's done here, Duff? He's gone to the wrong side.
Oh.
Look at that. That's why he's saying, he said, oh, my goodness, I've actually gone to the wrong post.
We might get a replay on this one.
We'll have a look at that on the Mood Food replay. He thought, look at this. He's put it straight through. Given the old 10, how good a kick was that? And then he's looked up and gone, hey, isn't that a goal? I've gone for the wrong post.
Maybe he's just trying to even the game up.
Well,
very sportsmanlike play there by Glenorchy, as there's another behind, so a little bit wayward here.
Do you reckon if you go and explain that to the umpire and say, look, I actually was aiming for that one, is there any chance I get a few more extra points for being accurate for what I was actually aiming for?
No, I don't think that'll ever happen.
Doesn't work like that?
Definitely not.
Okay, so Sandy Bay through the agency of Fulsang. Oh, goes the low kick. Clever play, but the siren's gone. So It has been all Glenorchy from that second part of the second quarter and into the third quarter. Their goal kickers are 2 goals to Modrigan, 2 goals to Jet Ford, and 1 goal to Ford Wolf. And for Sandy Bay, all those goals came in that first stanza. It was Finn O'Meara, William Goulet and Stacey Grubb, the goal kickers for them.
Well, what an interesting match. I'm just looking at the Glenorchy players. I tell you what, they've used a lot of energy to get themselves back into this game and to get 2 goals clear. I wonder if they've got enough in the legs in this last quarter. What do you think, Hop? It's going to be a big effort against these bigger bodies of Sandy Bay. Yeah,
very much so. Great conditions for football.
Oh, well, it's perfect. The conditions won't be a problem. It could be fitness. We know that Sandy Bay have been running the hills down there in Sandy Bay in the pre-season. They're very fit. They're very strong. So this will be a big test for the Pies to see if they can hold on to this lead.
So now, umpire holding it, ready to go. And this is an interesting strategy because I noticed that Modrigan went up against Goulet a few times and he got the leap over the top of William Goulet, but Goulet was awake to that.
Wow.
Goulet bludgeoned the ball forward, and within 14 seconds, Sandy Bay are on the march, as we can see here. Brilliant pick-up and snap-on goal by Stacey Grubb, and Grubb has put it through for his second, and that might just be the spark to get Sandy Bay up and about here, Duff.
Yes, that's just the start that they wanted. Back to 6 points. Let's see again. Oh, he's won the tap again. Might have to do something about that move in there, Bobby Matters.
So it was a resurgent Sandy Bay. Zeman picks that one. He goes toward the goal. They are on the march very, very quickly. They are under all sorts of pressure, the Magpies. So well played by Melky. Gets it down towards the true centre-half back position and Modrigan. So a couple of their prime movers figuring prominently in that passage of play. Modrigan kicks it towards the leading Oster. He goes for the inside-out screw kick. They've got the numbers here, the Magpies, as they take possession of the ball, go out wide. And that might just give them a breather just for a few moments to collect their thoughts, because I tell you what, with only a minute gone in the last quarter, Sandy Bay have made 2 major assaults on the goals.
Yeah. I think Martin Grubb might have said, come on, boys, let's get the handbrake off. We've gone to sleep on the scoreboard. Let's get up and about. And they've definitely done that at the start of this last quarter.
Ball in and out. Sandy Bay go on all fours. Picked up by Wilson. He's been dispossessed. Still gets the kick away now. That's Smith leading towards the goal. He's trying to keep it in. Oh, he goes cleverly back towards Gunn.
Oh,
unfortunately, it just eludes him. And Barling picks it up as he tries to find Fulsang, but it's just out of his reach as the boundary line beats them all to it. You can see that little kick there, Duff. He had 3 players. He tried to get it to them. Just over-kicked it slightly.
That was good team play. Didn't quite come off, but they got the ball back here.
So Modrigan was calling for someone to lead up, as it's going to go over the top of his head. Well played by the Bay. That's the best way to go about it. Well picked up by Grubb.
Oh, wow.
Grubb goes towards the lead of Chester. Couldn't quite pick it up on that particular occasion. That's a good, strong tackle. Looking to always bring a teammate in is Blackaby. Goes inside towards Modrigan. Puts the right arm out. You know he's going to run and play on. Goes one bounce. Here's his second. He's carried the ball well today.
Oh,
looks inside. Carmack went the mark and just eluded him as Brocklehurst dispossesses him with strength towards Fulsang. Fulsang arches the back. He goes the long raking kick as normal. It bounces cleverly over the top. Then Maxi Fulsang has put it through for a goal.
Wow, just about his player of the day, wasn't it? Fulsang picked it up. It was little Cody Camerick it was for Glenorchy. He tried so well to try and get the ball moving for the Pies, but it spilled out. Fulsang, he looked over and he thought, I'm going to do the old dribble kick, and it worked a treat for him.
Batchelor did the right thing for Glenorchy too. He was down there standing in defence, but the ball just bounced over the top of the old bonce there, Duff, and that's what can happen with the oval ball. And nice kick And it's really tightened the screws on this game, Duff.
Yes, and we've still got the young little Caleb still battling away there in the ruck. That's an interesting move by the coach. Very strategic, though, is Bobby Mathers. We know that. And but I just feel as though they're winning it out of the ruck at the moment, the Sandy Bay Lions. But yes, it's tightened the match up, 37 apiece.
Well done. It was Goulet who's moved in towards the ruck, and via a couple of his strong taps has got him moving quickly. Modrigan goes the kick towards centre half forward. A rampaging lead there by Wilson. He can't pick it up as he's been dispossessed and pushed over by strength from Tay. Goes further down towards Noah Abbott. He's trying hard, but Modrigan picks it up. Goulet's there, working their way forward.
26 possessions to Modrigan.
And the ball has been called for another ball up. Terrific performance by him and many of the players out there, Duff. It's been a high standard game of under 11 football, hasn't it? And you've seen a lot of footy over the years, Duff. This is about as good as game under 11 should want to see, isn't it?
It's been exciting. There's been some great players, some good individual efforts, and two very, very good, well-coached real teams here. So,
Abbott back in towards the goal as the outstretched hands of the defenders. And Noah Abbott, he's absolutely cock-a-hoot with this kick. Have a look at that clever kick, Duff. He's gone around the body, boomerang style, and he was thrilled with that. He obviously practices that one a fair bit at training. That was a very clever kick. And here we go again, Duff, where one team got 3 goals straight, and the other team gets 5 goals straight.
That's right.
And then the other mob comes back with a couple straight.
Yeah, I think that's what, 3 in a row for the Bay. Is it in this quarter? I think it could be.
Dear, oh dear, it's hard to pinpoint what is it that, where is that switch?
Yeah, well, the pressure's really on Glenorchy now, and that's a great tackle. Fantastic tackle by the little fella on one of the bigger, stronger players in the game. He's just injured himself there. Who was that laying that wonderful tackle there for Glenorchy?
Yeah, that's Noah Ford Wolf.
Look at that.
Hanging on, and let's just say, is he going to be okay here, Duff? He's just being checked out. Hope he hasn't done the meniscus or anything done in dodgy in the knee there, Duff. I think it's just a bit of a knock on it. You can see a bit of a limp as the medical staff are just checking on it. He says, oh no, look, you better come off and have it checked, maybe have a scan or have an x-ray.
Berry used the old card, you've got a free kick, and he said, yep, I'll take it.
Have a look at that. He's good to go, Duff. Strong player.
They build him very tough out here.
And he's gone again, so well done to young Noah Ford Wolf, as Sandy Bay taking a strong mark there in Hill. Hill now going back.
Sandy Bay just with that 1 goal lead. Gee, what's the breeze doing? You were down there at 3/4 time?
Yeah, it's probably got up just a slight bit, probably going towards the Sandy Bay end as Modrigan goes to himself, but in doing that himself, Duff, Sandy Bay playing more team-orientated footy as he had 2-on-1. Well played by the Bay. Goulet, he's in there, trying to get their Dukes on the ball now. Good handball out, going towards open space. That's Lawrence. Lawrence goes for the tackle again, but Glenorchy get the kick off, going towards the line. Oh, well kept in by Hill. Hill goes low towards our goal kicker. Ball's in dispute. Well done by Blackaby, trying to tap it to the advantage of Batchelor. They go back in again. They team up nicely. A good smother by Abbott. And the ball goes back towards the true centre position. Sandy Bay steaming out, kicking off the ground. Inadvertently was Giannis. Sandy Bay again, doing the hard work. Very tight game, as the umpire has called for a free kick, and it's Jet Ford. He's a goal kicker, normally a good disposal, and he finds Wilson. Wilson goes back, guns there. Chipping in is Hill for Sandy Bay. He taps that one out. He had 2-on-1. Great determination, and he finds the line. So with nearly 9 minutes gone, Duff, Where's your money in this game on?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I still like the Pies. I've been impressed with them today. They're a very resilient team. Don't write them off yet, Hoppy.
Oh, I certainly haven't. It's very close. So get this next goal. Modrigan quickly gets the kick away. Still trying to gain metre by metre. And the whistle's gone. So it's creeping up now towards that 10-minute mark of 15-minute quarters.
Gee, the players would be nervous out there, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Well,
What were you like under pressure in these situations, Andrew?
this is where you've got to try clear your mind, Duff, and stay focused on what's ahead of you. Don't think too far into the future. Only control what you can control. You know that. As Ford Wolf screws the ball back towards the centre-half forward position. Strong play by Gunn, overruns it. Modrigan, he looks towards the goals. He gets the long, raking kick. But at the last minute, a lunge and good tackle by Sandy Bay.
Yep.
And has forced the ball a bit of a turnover, and it's going to be a free kick.
Yep, no score there. It was a good lunge by the Sandy Bay player. Just created a little bit of pressure because he was heading straight for goal then there, Modrigan.
And that one's gone out. And the umpire will take possession and a ball up. Last 5 minutes of the game.
Oh, very tense time for everybody involved. The commentators,
you can almost feel it, can't you? You can just as we look at the crowd, Duff. They're just at the edge of that. They're leaning forward. A lot of people. Where before they were back, it was more of a festive atmosphere. Now everyone's leaning forward. They're on the edge of their seat. They're watching with great intent.
And just looking at our stream numbers, it's just gone through the roof. The word's got around that this game is just going to be it's going to go right down to the wire here. So
Fulsang goes on to his trusted left boot. Gets a kick away, but Blackaby's there. He always looks to bring his teammates in as Modrigan. He goes the bounce. He is beset upon there by a number of defenders. Well played by Sandy Bay, and Oliver Lawrence picks it up. Goes out towards the outer side, looking for a lead by Noah Abbott, but the boundary line has been the winner, and umpire Berry is going to ball that one up. So now it's ticked down to 11 minutes gone, and no overtime in these games, Duff. So you play to the old 15 minutes. Ball up. Well played by Glenorchy. They win that tap over the top of Goulet's been tremendous in the ruck there. Handball over by Lawrence towards Fulsang. Fulsang arching the back. He gets the handball further afield. It evades the oncoming player of Abbott.
Oh, Fulsang again. He's everywhere. He is like Pendlebury, isn't he?
Yep. No, he certainly chases the ball as big, strong attempt by Ford. Glenorchy going again. It is now end-on-end stuff. Good handball out by Lawrence. Sandy Bay determined to try and push it down and capitalise on their forward thrust, but Modrigan, as always, very determined. Luck is a fortune that comes over the back. Sandy Bay have got some numbers there, but here comes Glenorchy as they pick that one up. It's Turley. Turley screws it back. Ball is now loose. It's on the carpet. A strong tackle as the umpire has blown the whistle.
We'll get a replay on that one.
And we can see here, what about that lunge by James Barling there, Duff? So tremendous work by him to run the player down.
Holding the ball.
And holding the ball.
Very difficult decision to make in the heat of the moment for the umpire. I think he probably made the right decision.
Oh, yes. No doubt about that. They haven't missed a beat all day, have the umpires, Duff. Have had no bearing on the game whatsoever.
No.
Just haven't noticed them. As Oster screws the ball around. It's front and centre. It's in towards the teeth of goal for the Magpies. Fighting very hard is Camerick. And it's going to be a ball up. As it is deep into the attacking area for the Magpies. Can they hang on, the Sandy Bay Lions? Up they go. Good tap out by Goulet towards Fulsang. Here are their prime movers, Duff. Only goes as far as Batchelor. Gets that ball back in. Going to try and get a forward thrust here. Gets the handball. Fulsang goes the big fist. They're out now, the Bay, who are their runners. Well picked up by Glenorchy. Go a handball. Brilliant work there by Tay. End over end. Here's Milky. He's got to get a run on now. He evades one. Gets the long raking kick, and Glenorchy go back in towards their attacking area. They've got the numbers. Well played by Ford. Screws it over.
The boot comes off.
Oh, that was Gunn. Still fighting very hard as Fulsang's there, and he's been tackled. Oh, this has really gone up a notch now. We're in the last minute of play.
Gee.
Goulet close to the line.
We'll get a replay on that boot coming off.
And it's going to be another ball up, I think, here, Duff.
Oh, it's just 2-10s.
So with only 30 seconds left, as the boot's gone as far as the ball. In fact, it's probably gone further, Duff. So with 30 seconds left in this game, it's down towards the scoring end of Glenorchy. Can they take a clean possession? They're trying hard. That was Wilson. Good attack on the ball. Trying to get it out towards Modrigan. They're holding it in. Good defence work by Sandy Bay. Brilliant work by Giannis. But here is Modrigan. Brilliant tackle by Sandy Bay as he's trying to get that ball out.
Oh,
it's in dispute. He gets a quick kick. Here come the Magpies. They need a clean possession. They've got the numbers back there, Sandy Bay, and they clear that ball. Glenorchy picking it up. They get a quick kick inside the 50, but Fulsang going back and taking a brilliant mark.
Gee, and there's the final siren.
That was shades of Sydney when Barry took the mark for the Sydney Swans going back.
Oh,
and
Leo Barry, you superstar. Yes.
With Leo Barry going back, and similarly Maxi Fulsang going back and taking that mark. And well, here it is.
Golly.
Maxi Fulsang, you star, as he's taken that marked up, and that is a very entertaining game of under-11 football.
Yeah, no, hats off to both sides and the coaches and all the support staff and the mums and dads and everybody that's come out here today. We've witnessed a fantastic game of footy. It ebbed and flowed. It was all Sandy Bay in the early part of the match, and then Glenorchy came back. I think they kicked 5 goals in a row. But full credit to Sandy Bay. At the start of that last quarter, they went bang, 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 and that was just enough to get them home.
So just quickly, Duff, the goal kickers for the Maggies, it's Modrigan 2, Jet Ford got 2, Ford Wolf got a single, and for the victors, it was Grubb got a couple, Goulet, Abbott, Fulsang, O'Meara, and what's been a hugely entertaining game of an under-11 football. So as we go out, we'd like to thank the STJFL, the Glenorchy Football Club, and Stornoway for their support of junior football, Duff.
Thank you very much, Andrew, for coming out here to KG5, the home of footy in the northern suburbs. It's been a great day out here for Duff TV and the STJFL. Thanks to everybody involved, and best of luck going forward with your footy. We'll see you all next year. I think we're going to have the song here, Andrew. See you later, Hoppy. See ya. We'll just have the song.